So for the first part of this demonstration, to show the use of the internal mics and also how to go like as bare as possible or as small as possible with the Pocket, I'm now just on the Pocket on its own with the foam filter. Now the foam filter is absolutely necessary because it will knock out probably nearly all of the mild breezes that you're likely to get. And also, it does a fairly good job, you know, kind of like knocking out a fair bit of like stiff breezes and stuff like that as well. So in order to get yourself the best possible results for the internal microphone, you absolutely do need some form of wind protection. And right now, there is a mild breeze, and if I didn't have this foam filter on, we definitely would be hearing something. So basically, it's the Pocket in the rubber case with the foam filter on and with the wristband attached. And the reason why the wristband is attached is because of this. Oh no, I've just smashed my Pocket all over the floor. Right, let me just see if I can get this back up and back on me. Right, hold on. Okay, so I'm back on again. Apparently what it looks like is when the Pocket takes a tumble, some kind of thing happens where it disengages stuff apparently. I mean, obviously mine didn't smash all over the floor just then, which is a good thing. Yeah, so there you go. That's a really good reason why you should use a wristband with this. And plus also, because I have got the wristband on and I'm not so fearful of dropping it, I'm not trying to grip it really like dead hard and stuff, you know, and in ways where you otherwise might start covering the microphones. Now another thing as well, just whilst I'm in this like little stretch of road here, what's going to be really good is just to see how well I'm being kind of like picked up against the traffic that's going by. And I'm literally about 12 feet away from a very busy dual carriageway. Anybody who's seen any of my test videos where I go by the road, this is the road that I always go by to pick up loads of traffic. Anyways, let's see, I think that will kind of do it for this part of the demonstration. So what I'm going to do now is get into the park and then I'll put it on its little selfie telescopic like stick thing and do another thing as well with the little tripod. Okay, so I'm now just right by the park and I'm just on this little bridle path which takes me to the top field in the park, which is where I normally go to do like, you know, a lot of tests that require like, you know, a bit of width and stuff and distance for doing my microphone things and focusing and stuff. Anyways, yeah, so what it is right now, I am on the little telescopic, like, I don't know, selfie stick thing, whatever it is. Once again as well, I've got a wristband on. I'm not going to do the wristband test again because it'll just be me messing around, having to refocus or, you know, relock the camera onto me and stuff. But yeah, as you've already seen, that definitely works. And I think I just saved myself £330 with that wristband. Yeah, so basically, right now, because I'm not right by like the main road and all that traffic and such, we're definitely going to hear a better representation of how these mics can sound, you know, when you're doing this type of stuff, you know, this selfie thing. I mean, it's arguable that, you know, it's probably only good enough for selfie stuff because of the positioning of the microphone. Now, because the main mic is Omni, it, you know, it will and does pick up from everywhere around it, but the body of the Pocket itself does act as a physical impediment, as it were. So picking up from the other side is going to drop off a little bit. So if I had the camera spun round and I was pointing at somebody, don't know, it probably would still pick up really quite well, especially in an environment like this where somebody else's voice doesn't have to compete with, say, a ton of traffic and, you know, stuff like that. But I think doing it like this is definitely suited to this vloggy stuff. So give us a second. Okay. Now, what I'm doing here, you shouldn't really do this mid-take because I think I might have to center things again. Hold on. Okay, now that's the reason why you don't do certain things mid-take, because obviously, you know, the camera might start resetting itself. But I'm on that selfie stick now, so that's it, full arm's length away there. So let's get an idea of what that's like. And that is some considerable distance away from me here as well. So, you know, let's see how this is picking up. I mean, after I do me, like, you know, me limiting and dynamics processing and such, that will definitely help it as well for the audio, even at this distance, to be, you know, to be picked up and to sound quite nice. Again, if I was by the road or around any kind of like major noises, then this position with it like really far off, because that's probably about 3 feet away from my mouth now, so that distance there, you know, we would be picking up a ton of other stuff, and I'd probably be getting like lost a bit more if we were by a road and or like around a lot of other noises. But for a nice relaxed environment like this, if you're just going for like a pleasant stroll somewhere, you might be down by a beach which isn't too windy, for instance, or you could be, you know, walking through, observing nature in all of its glory somewhere. Well, if that being the case, this is exactly, I think, what you could be expecting to do with this type of a setup. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is find somewhere to put the tripod on and set it down on a wall. Okay, so I've now found a wall. So what I've done, I've literally just put that little tripod leg set underneath the little extension thing, and obviously the Osmo's connected to all that, or the Osmo Pocket is connected to all that via my little grip system and such. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is just kind of walk off a little bit. It's in face track mode, so hopefully it's going to catch me okay. The thing is, it's a contrast based system from what I understand, and behind me is quite dark, and because I've got dark skin, it'll kind of lose me sometimes. That's not a problem with just the Osmo Pocket, it's a problem with any type of system that has a similar auto kind of like tracking or auto focus type function on it. So let me just move to one side a little bit. It seems to be following me. I don't know whether it's still in focus. Let me get close again. Okay, now what I'll do, I'll kind of walk off quite considerably, or considerably as far as something like this is concerned. So if I come back over here like that, I mean, that's quite far away, to be honest. That's not really, wouldn't want to go any further back than that. So basically this is going to have given us a really good idea of how this has kind of responded doing this like on the tripod thing and whatnot. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'll head off back indoors, have a little listen to all the stuff, have a look at it, then I'll do a summary about it all. But in the meantime, I've got to go off and do some more microphone testing with the Osmo Pocket.